I'm Teisha Bader with Shalom TV's news update for Tuesday, February the 26th, 2013. The United States has urged both the Palestinians and the Israelis to show restraint in the midst of rising violence across the West Bank. Deputy State Department spokesman Patrick Ventrell told reporters in Washington on Monday, "We urge both Palestinians and Israelis not only to refrain from provocative actions that could destabilize conditions on the ground, but to consider positive steps, reestablish trust, and de-escalate the current tensions." Meanwhile, in continuing clashes between Palestinians and Israeli security forces in the West Bank today, 2 Israeli civilians and an IDF soldier were lightly injured by stones thrown at them. The IDF remained on high alert in order to prevent further escalation. Efforts to release Jonathan Pollard have gained some momentum ahead of U.S. President Barack Obama's upcoming visit to Israel next month. The Justice for Jonathan Pollard group has launched a new petition urging the president to grant clemency for Pollard, and over 63,000 Israelis have signed it so far. The organization plans to present the petition to the president when he arrives in March. Former Chief Rabbi of Israel, Yisrael Meir Lau, is also making his voice heard. For the first time, Lau, who now serves as Chief Rabbi of Tel Aviv, has taken a public position on Pollard's incarceration. He wrote to President Obama on Friday, also urging him to commute Pollard's sentence to the 27 years he has served. In Lau's letter, he wrote of Jonathan's deteriorating health and said freeing Pollard would be seen as a humanitarian gesture by the seekers of freedom in the world. Lau will be together with Obama when the president visits Yad Vashem during his upcoming Israel visit. Jonathan Pollard was convicted of spying for Israel in 1987. He is serving a life sentence. The Associated Press reports that Vice President Joe Biden will be addressing the upcoming policy conference of the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, or AIPAC, America's pro-Israel lobby. The Vice President will speak at the 3-day conference on Monday, March the 4th. Other speakers include Republican House Majority Leader Eric Cantor, Democratic House Minority Whip Steny Hoyer, and former Middle East envoy Dennis Ross. This year, Shalom TV will be providing live coverage of the AIPAC plenary sessions beginning Sunday, March 3rd through Tuesday, March the 5th. A new institute has opened in Washington, D.C. to advance the study of modern Israel in the U.S. and around the world. The Israel Institute, which is said to be the first of its kind, is described as an independent, nonpartisan facility that will support scholarship, teaching, and research in a variety of academic and cultural disciplines. Former Israeli ambassador to the U.S. Itamar Rabinovich will serve as the Institute's president. He said the Institute will allow students, intellectuals, artists, and policymakers to connect to Israel's vibrant society and culture, something that can have a great positive impact. The State of Israel is an intellectual, scientific, artistic, and technological hub, Rabinovich said. Discussions of Israel, however, often focus on conflict, and while this issue merits careful analysis, there are other aspects of Israel worthy of study in the policy community and the academy. Lynn Schusterman, co-chair of the Charles and Lynn Schusterman Family Foundation, who provided initial funding for the Institute, said it will be at the vanguard of advancing the field by investing in a range of efforts to educate and engage young people with contemporary Israel into all of its richness and complexity. The Rabbinical Assembly, the international umbrella organization for conservative rabbis, and book publisher Jewish Lights announced the establishment of a new joint imprint that will publish works of interest both to the Jewish community and other readers interested in conservative Judaism. RA Executive Vice President Rabbi Julie Schoenfeld said the hope is to give those seeking insight into Judaism a wide array of publications to reflect on and use as resources. We will publish works that will give people of faith the tools to explore their own religious journey, she said, from the perspective of the wisdom of conservative Judaism. And finally, several bone marrow drives are taking place this week in New York City to help find a match for Jewish leukemia patient Wendy Siegel. Individuals between the ages of 18 and 60 in general good health are asked to come by Central Synagogue on Lexington Avenue this Thursday between 11 a.m. and 8 p.m. and Friday between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. to be tested. The test consists of a simple swab from the inside of your cheek. The drives are being run through the Gift of Life Bone Marrow Registry, an associate donor registry of the National Marrow Donor Program, dedicated to bone marrow donor recruitment within the Jewish community. More information can be found at giftoflife.org. And that's Shalom TV's news update for Tuesday, February the 26th, 2013. I'm Teisha Bader.